welcome to Canada, the podcast that helps you prepare for your Canadian adventure with clarity and confidence. Hello, future newcomers, and welcome to your Canadian Prep Zone. You're listening to episode number 12, and it is recorded in September 2025. I'm Emma, your host and your international mobility coach. I'm here to help you prepare, plan, and thrive in your move to Canada. Today's topic comes from a sentence I often see on social media. I want to be sure before moving to Canada. I want to be 100% sure. Then I will act. Of course, you want to make the right decision. That's only natural. But we don't make the right decision. We simply make a decision, one that makes sense for us at a specific moment in our lives. It's a decision based on what we know, what we feel, and what we want at that very moment in time. Is moving to Canada the right decision for you? Honestly, I don't know. And chances are, neither do you. You could consult a fortune teller for a better answer, but I wouldn't bet your entire life plan on that. When I hear someone say, I want to be sure I'm making the right decision about moving to Canada, I don't think they are actually looking for certainty. I think they are searching for courage, the courage to choose and act despite their doubts. I know that's a tough pill to swallow, but I'll say it again. You're probably not searching for certainty, you're searching for courage. Believe me, I get it. Courage doesn't come easily to me either. There have been times in my life when I have lacked the courage to make a choice. There have been times in my life when I have hesitated to act. So no, I'm not better than you. I'm right there with you. But the reality is, you need courage to make decisions. You can never be sure that you are making the right decision. All you can do is make the best decision you can with the information and desires you have. And 3, what was once the right decision may no longer be the right decision later on. Every decision is rooted in a context. Your life evolves. Your needs change. So do your desires. What feels like the right decision today may not feel right in another year. Personally, a year before I moved to Canada, I had no idea that I would end up living here. A year after I arrived, I knew deep down that I had made the right decision and that I would probably never leave Canada. Sometimes we can only be sure about a decision after the fact, once it has been tasted by reality. When a decision has been challenged, adjusted, and confirmed, then we can say, oh yeah, that was the right decision. So don't wait for all the stars to line up. Take a deep breath, make your decision, and know that answers are coming. And now, a word from our sponsor. Hey, but there is none. Oh yeah, that's right. I'm the sponsor of the show right now. Today's episode is brought to you by my one-on-one coaching services. Thinking about immigrating to Canada but feeling stuck, overwhelmed, or pulled in too many directions? You're not alone, and you don't have to do it alone. I offer customized one-on-one support to help you move forward with clarity and confidence. From creating your departure strategy to finding a job, planning your budget, or securing housing, we will tackle it all, step by step in a clear and structured way. Book a coaching session with me today and let's turn your Canadian dream into a real plan. For more details, click the link in the show notes. Take Kelly, for example. She hesitated for months. She wanted to be sure she would find a job in Canada. She wanted to be sure she would find housing in Canada. She wanted to be sure she would make friends in Canada. And so she waited and waited and waited until one day she realized that waiting for certainty might mean waiting forever. So she acted with her doubts and fears. She submitted her immigration application. She found a job. She found a home. And now she's living her best life in Canada. She even found love. Nothing about her journey was perfect. Nothing was guaranteed. She had highs, she had lows. But she moved forward instead of getting stuck. So now, what? What's the plan for you? What do you do? Start with introspection. Ask yourself, why do I want to move to Canada? What am I hoping to experience there? What do I want to accomplish? Am I willing to accept that not everything will go according to plan? Your intuition doesn't lie. Often it knows what's best for you, so listen to it. Then get informed and prepare. Which province or territory suits you best? Which immigration programs match your situation? What budget should you plan for the move and your first month in Canada? What does the job market look like in your field? How do housing, healthcare, and education work in Canada? My podcast is a great place to start. Read my book, Cost of Moving to Canada, the Ultimate Guide for Guidance. Book a coaching session if you need personalized advice. But after that, make a decision. Yes, I am moving to Canada, or no, I am not moving. David's story might help you too. He dreamed about moving to Canada, but he was afraid that he wouldn't be able to find a job. His heart said yes, but his mind said no. So he contacted me. Together, we researched whether his profession was regulated or not. We explored which provinces had strong job opportunities in his industry. We discussed salary expectations, networking strategies, and training opportunities. He gathered the right information so his mind could rest easy and his heart could rest happy. Intuition, information, decision-making, action. That is what you need to move forward. These are the 4 pillars that will help you succeed. But remember, choosing also means accepting some level of uncertainty. And uncertainty isn't the end of the world. Making a bad move won't affect you for the rest of your life. You might even gain valuable experience from a tough situation. It's an opportunity to grow, reflect, and recalibrate. Of course, it is uncomfortable. But will the earth stop spinning? Absolutely not. And what about other people's opinion? Will they judge you, criticize you, or laugh at you? Maybe a little, but out loud, to your face, and for a long period of time? I doubt it. They're too busy living their own lives. To me, moving to Canada and figuring out it's the right place for you is a success. To me, moving to Canada and figuring out it's not for you is not a failure, but rather an opportunity to learn and grow. It might not feel like a win, but it's not a loss either. It's an experience, a lesson, a step forward in getting to know you better. Let me tell you what a failure is. Doing nothing, staying put, spending your life asking yourself, what if I had tried? Every sincere decision moves you forward, even if the path is different from what you had imagined. So release the pressure and exhale. You have the right to try. You have the right to learn. And if you need someone to give you permission, I'm giving it to you. Let me give you 3 takeaways from this episode. First takeaway, do a deep dive into your whys. Listen to yourself. Connect with your intuition. Write down your reasons. They will guide you when things get tough. And they will get tough. Second takeaway, get informed. Every hour you spend doubting yourself is an hour you're not enjoying your life or taking action toward your decision and your dreams. Third takeaway, decide. Yes, I want to move to Canada, or no, I don't want to. Remember, your decision doesn't have to be final. You can adjust, fine-tune, or change your course, but move anyway. I'll leave you with this thought. The right decision isn't the one that guarantees success. It's the one that helps you become a better version of yourself. So trust yourself, take ownership of your journey, and keep moving forward. You can find the notes for this episode in the Learn section of my website, bienvenueaucanada.ca. This will allow you to review the key points of the episode. And yes, even if the name of my website is in French, the articles are in English. And that's it for today. Thank you for listening until the end. If you enjoyed the episode, please subscribe to the podcast, give it many stars, and leave a comment. It will make me happy, but more than that, it'll help new people discover the podcast.